check. Treat, just you.
Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Howard Darwin Arena, where it is time for the round 2 of the 2026 Meredith Cup playoffs to begin. The Kahnawake Hunters finished off the Akwesasne Lightning on Monday night in Kahnawake, and now 3 nights later, the second round in this journey begins. The Hunters in black with red and white trim, and the Knights in yellow with black and white trim. The Hunters will play left to right, the Knights will play right to left. Dominique Hartley and Fred Hartley are 2 officials for tonight's game, and as always, Hunters Lacrosse on Baby Blue Memories is brought to you by Pearl Spa, Beauty and Wellness. Well, the Hunters, the 4 seed, we mentioned, swept the 5th-seeded Akwesasne Lightning in the first round on Monday night with a 13-3 win. And Nepean's been idle for about 11 days. They haven't played in 11 days. The Knights, their last game of the year was a 1-goal win over Cornwall to clinch the Eastern Division, and we'll be right back in about 30 seconds' time. And away we go. The second round of the Meredith Cup playoffs about to begin. Live on Baby Blue Memories, brought to you by Pearl Spa, Beauty and Wellness. Merci beaucoup. Going out to Martin Roy from Laxo Productions. He's on the camera, making my job a little bit easier today than it is per norm. And don't forget, we'll be live tomorrow night with Game 2 of this second round series at the Sports Complex, but still plenty to get to now. And here we go. Gardunya Gesu Jacobs going to center to go up against Nick Bryan. Logan Crane in goal for Nepean. Leland Mahash in goal for Kahnawake. And here we go. The second round of the 2026 Meredith Cup playoffs is underway. Nepean led by Ethan Hopkins, and it's played out to Gavin Bosomworth. Back to the far side for Cohen Underhill. Or that's Gabriel Carty, number 7. And that's dropped, it's stolen, and here goes Stone McGregor. Sprinting with Rustin Dahoway Gabriel. McGregor driving in, shoots, not on. A rebound stays in play. Knocked away and picked up by Joran Norton. Norton back out, and there Akwesasne Albany is roughed up. And a penalty early on Albany. 2 minutes for delay of game. I would have said maybe unsportsmanlike, but anyway, delay of game on the Hunters. And just 45 seconds into this series, the Hunters are faced with the game's opening test, killing off a Nepean power play. Knights finished first place in the East at 12-4. There's a shot. Leland Lahash makes the save. The Hunters 7-9. They finished fourth. 3 meetings between the two teams. The Knights won here by 9. The Hunters won one game at home, 9-7. The third game, also in Kahnawake, was decided in overtime. The Hunters, admittedly quite sore-handed, came up short, losing 8-7 in OT, and the Hunters throw it away. Couple of needless turnovers off the hop here for the Hunters. Bocephus Delaboost on defense, alongside Rohio Stacy. Wyatt Cross. And Stone McGregor. Bosomworth throws it out. Back to Cameron McEwen. There's a long shot and a save made. Rebound comes back towards the near side, and that'll be gathered up by the Hunters. Bocephus Delaboost gets over center and hands it off to Logan Gabriel. Gabriel, goal and an assist, and that's knocked back over by the Knights. So no over and back. Logan Gabriel flips it. Jordan Norton, 8 seconds to shoot. Norton smacked up against the wall by Carter Lajoie. Shot, and that's not there. Shot clock violation, Hunters. Nepean ball. And we got a Nepean. We got matching minors. Jordan Norton for slashing and Carter Lajoie for roughing. Or no, not Lajoie, it's someone else. It's Nick Bryan. So the penalties are up on the board. I'm imagining these penalties will be wiped out and it'll be 5-on-4. Yeah, there we go. So 40 seconds left to go in the power play. This penalty kill brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Want to look and feel your best? Trust the experts at Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Nepean on the PP. Played up top for Cameron McEwen. Strong left as you hear from the Hunters bench. McEwen throws it to the top. And there's a save made by Leland Lahash. And that goes into the Hunters bench. Fresh 30 Knights. As the Knights. Cameron McEwen let it go. Save made. Rebound. Nobody picked it up. And now it's Stone McGregor who picks it up and then got yard sale twice. Trying to kick it. And Nepean picks it up. We're back to full strength. But the Knights have the ball. 17 minutes left in period 1. Carty. Played across by McEwen. Gabriel Carty fires, and that's blocked. Comes back near side. 5 seconds to go. Cameron McEwen fires. Leland Lahash makes the save, and he's got the rebound. And the Hunters can now break out. Stone McGregor gets it over to Arakwahoe Tuax, number 4. Tuax being chased out by Tyson Sweet. Dash Daibo. Takes a couple of chops, gets it over to Deho Rodo, or that's Sebastian laughing. There's a shot. Deho Rodo, Daibo scores! He sneaks it in, short side. Deho Rodo, Daibo lets the bouncer go, and the Hunters strike first. Let's see this replay. Daibo with the bouncer, it bounces up on the short side and just gets in under the crossbar and over the left shoulder of Logan Crane. So Deho Rodo, Daibo with the first goal of the series. After the Hunters had been on their heels for the first 3+ minutes of this game. Very good way for the Hunters to open up the scoring. We'll see if they can keep up that momentum. Don't forget, game 2 of the other Eastern series getting underway at 8:30. Cornwall trailing 1-0 to North Shore. That'll be in Mascouche. Russian Dahoe Gabriel back out to the Herdukwanega Albany. Shot clock at 15. Albany. Lobs it back to Deho Rodo, Daibo at the top. He's got 7 to shoot. Fires one up. Save made by Crane. Rebound. Daibo wanted that ball. And Deho Herdukwanega Albany got that ball. Fresh 30 Hunters. Daibo tied up with one of the Knights in front. That was Ryan Swanson. Albany shoots, save made by Crane. A rebound, and it's picked up by John Claypool. Oh, and penalty coming up to Daibo, and now he got grabbed by the face mask, and we got a scrap. We got a fight. Dale Road to Daibo and Jack Paquette. There they go. Daibo comes up with a right. There's Paquette landing 2 straight rights, and a left. Daibo gets him with a hard right. Paquette with 2 rights and a third right. He misses with this right. There's an uppercut by Daibo. Paquette gives him a shot, then Daibo gets back with a right. Paquette gets him with the left. Daibo with the jab. And he throws him over. Daibo with the throwdown. Good fight. Good scrap. Oh, that was a spirited tilt. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 2 of the playoffs. Jack Paquette and Dehordo Daibo decide to give the fans here an extra show alongside the show. Wow. And you know what? Honestly, I have to say that was a heck of a scrap. Kudos for to Paquette for coming in there for his teammates, and Daibo knew the challenge was on, and he said, all right, let's go. 2 good guys getting some good shots in. Good scrap here at Howard Darwin Arena. Well, that'll give us some time here to remind you that game 2 of this series will come on Friday night. That's tomorrow night. And that will be an 8 o'clock start. And then the OLA Junior B, OJBLL playoffs, round 2, Kahnawake Hunters and the Halton Hills Bulldogs. Game 1, Saturday night, I believe at 8 p.m. And game 2 on Sunday afternoon at 1. Well, the Hunters once again will have to kill off a penalty. Dehordo Daibo has a goal, has a fight. 1 assist short of the Gordie Howe hat trick. Oh, Jack Paquette, Dehordo Daibo, both of them will be done for the evening after that fight. Hunters are shorthanded. This penalty kill brought to you by Pro Spa Beauty and Wellness. Want to look and feel your best? Trust the experts at Pro Spa Beauty and Wellness. Bosomworth catches this pass low, back out in front. And Claypool with the hit. Good save by Leland on the bouncer. Off the shot by Joseph Brown. And we got a through crease on the Knights. We're going Hunters ball. Bocephus Delaboost. Over center. Delaboost with a spin move. Gets through 2. And then got it knocked away by Brown. And it's scooped up by Tyson Sweet. Sweet with a pass that bounces away. And scooped up by Artaquahaway Tuax. Tuax up the center, caught by Delaboost. And he'll give it over to Logan Gabriel. Gabriel against Tyson Sweet. Gabriel back out. Dehordo Albany settles it in. 1:06 left to go in the penalty to the Hunters. Here's a dive attempt, stuffed. And a rebound Nepean ball as Wyatt Cross tried to dunk it. Back on the Knights. McEwen. Back out. Hardy swings it. There's a shot and a shoulder save made. Back out. Bosomworth. McEwen throws it out. And there's a save by Leland. And McEwen picks it up. Fresh 30 Knights. 20 to go in the power play. Jordan Norton serving the penalty, so he's in the box right now. Back across. Russian Dahaway Gabriel with the steal. Gabriel brings it over center. Gabriel slows it up. They heard Aquanega, Albany back. Back out. Sebastian laughing. Back in front. That one picked. Artaquahaway 2X trying to get back into the play for the Hunters. Albany can't strip it. And there's a big stop. Cale Rice making his first appearance since May 31st as he laid out one of the Knights in front. Back in front it goes, and there's another save by Leland. Up the floor, Artaquahaway, and it's behind him. Bounces into Nepean territory, scooped up by the Knights, and Nepean will bring it back over center. 12 minutes remaining, first period of play. Kahnawake Hunters 1, Nepean Knights no score. McEwen. Brown. Bosomworth behind the net. Shot comes in, Leland the save. Cade Stacy with the hit. Lobbed. Rohahio Stacy. It's over center, not in time. That's a delay of game. And for the third time tonight, the Knights will go to work on a power play. Fred Hartley saying he can't do that, so the Hunters will have to kill off a third penalty. This penalty kill brought to you by Pro Spa Beauty and Wellness. Want to look and feel your best? Trust the experts at Pro Spa Beauty and Wellness. Caught by Stone McGregor. Nice move by McGregor to get away from two Knights. He's got to whistle maneuver away from a third. McGregor is over center. Stone McGregor cuts through the middle of the floor. McGregor. And now he's got Russian Dahaway Gabriel as a screen. McGregor flips it out, 10 seconds to shoot. Russian Dahaway leaves it for Logan Gabriel. Shot clock at 5. Gabriel fires one, not on. Rebound McGregor, knocks it back, and that will be a shot clock violation on the Hunters Nepean ball. Back come the Knights, 10:45 remaining in period 1. A minute 10 remaining in the Knights power. Hunters up 1-0 over Nepean. Dehor Daiba with the goal. He also got into a fight with Jack Paquette, and they score. Joseph Brown finds some room between the wickets of Leland Lahash, and Nepean's tied this game. Brown with a nice shot fake on Delaboost, and then the bouncer goes in right between the wickets of Leland Lahash. That's a power play goal. And there have been 3 power plays so far in this game, all for the home team. If you're the Hunters, stay out of the box. It's a pretty good idea at this point in the game. Goaltender's timeout. Don't forget, our broadcasting schedule busy for the next 4 days, including today. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, we're live, game 2 of this series. And then Saturday night, we're live again. The Junior B Hunters start game 1 of their second round series, OJBLL playoffs against Halton Hills. Game 2 of that series, Sunday at 1. And Nepean wins the draw. Back comes John Stewart, flips it back. Jack Mullen, Gabriel Carty behind the net. Gavin Bosomworth with the assist on that goal. There's a long shot, they score. Tommy Mullen finds room, they give Nepean a 2-1 lead. Well, Mullen comes in, turns the corner, gets a shot away from about 40 feet out. Leland trying to find it, it looks like, through all those bodies in front. And the Knights scored 2 goals in 32 seconds. And now the Knights have their first lead of the game. And that will be a Hunters ball. Artaquahaway 2X back over center. Dash Daiba with a good screen. Kahnawake, Albany. He shoots, save made by Crane. A rebound, Sebastian Lapping finds a handle, scores! And then Lapping had something to say to John Stewart after the fact. Those two guys were going at it right in between. Well, the initial save was made by Crane. Crane made the initial save, couldn't find the ball, and then Sebastian Lapping, don't forget the crease rule, or the dive rule, it's meant to help out players with scoring, and Sebastian Lapping took advantage of that. Game tie, 2-2. That's the kind of goal last year that would not count. But welcome to lacrosse in 2026. Got to come up with new and innovative ways to take advantage of some of the rules that have been given to the offensive players. Wyatt Cross. Back out, Kahnawake 2X. He fires, saved by Crane, and Crane's on the rebound. Crane flips it out as the Knights now cross into Hunters territory. Drop back for Cameron McEwen. McEwen flips it far side for Joseph Brown. Brown back to McEwen. McEwen. Near side, there's a bouncer. Big save by Leland Lahash as he got it with the pad. Rebound stuck in the corner. George Jacobs there to pick it up for the Hunters. Flip to Cade Stacey near side. Stacey gets over center and he'll flip it. And that'll be a moving pick called on the Hunters. And Sebastian Lapping getting chippy with Ryan Swanson. Of the night, fourth power play coming up for Nepean. As Nepean picks it back up, 8:30 to go in the first. Carty, and that is loose. Picked up by Cale Rice. Sorry, Stone McGregor with that loosey. And Nepean going to work on a power play for a fourth time, 4 straight times to start this game off. $8:20 to go in period 1. This game tied 2-2. And the Hunters going back to work on a Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness penalty kill. Here we go. Sebastian Lapping, 2 minutes for slashing. Pass in front, no. Shot over, what a save by Leland. Back in. Buzzenworth. McEwen, and it's stolen. Russian Kahnawake, Gabriel, delayed penalty, Nepean. Gabriel shoots, and that's turned aside by Crane. And that will put an end to this penalty kill for the Hunters. Russian Kahnawake, Gabriel with the INT. Didn't get the pick 6, but he did get a pick penalty. So we'll play 4-on-4 for the next minute and 33 seconds. Oh, Wyatt Cross, Logan Gabriel, Kahnawake 2X, and Dash Daibo out there for the Hunters. 2X, Daibo, Gabriel. Logan takes a couple of chops, gets back to the middle, plays it out to Kahnawake. 2X, throws it near side. Gabriel has it hop, but picked it back up. 10 seconds to shoot. Feed in front. Wyatt Cross. Shot. Save made. Dash Daibo back on at fresh 30 Hunters. Daibo behind the Nepean goal. Shot clock at 24. Daibo surveys. 1 minute left to go in the 4-on-4. Then the Hunters will enjoy an abbreviated PP. Kahnawake looks to the middle. Now instead sends it over, intercepted nearly. 10 seconds ago, Logan Gabriel has it chopped out of his stick and stolen by Tyson Sweet. Sweet takes the tumble, picked up by the Hunters. 38 seconds left to go in the 4-on-4, and Kahnawake Albany comes in. Albany, Gabriel, Back out. Shot by Jory Norton, turned aside, and that'll be gobbled up. As the Knights bring back, we got a broken stick. Jory Norton's stick shattered. And the Knights nearly throw it away. It's picked up by Nepean though. Mullen gets around Rohito Stacy, and he sends it wide. A rebound, blocked and then deflected on, save. Russell Studge Cross. Gets over center. Cross puts on the brakes, and he'll drop it off to Derek Aquanega. Hunters on a power play, 20-second man advantage. Hunters need a fifth guy out there. No goal. Good save by the keeper. And that will do it for this very brief Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness Hunters power play. Kahnawake 3 for 4 on the penalty kill, 0 for 1 now on the man advantage, although it's kind of unfair to judge a power play by 20 seconds. Unless you score, obviously. 5:48 to go in the first, Nepean's on it. Game tied 2-2 here at Howard Darwin. Overhander, bounced straight on, save made. The rebound, Stone McGregor. Maneuvers his way out of traffic and gets over center. McGregor waiting for help. McGregor, cross pass to Wyatt Cross. Cross enters the fray. Fire score! Wyatt Cross has his second of the playoffs. The Hunters lead at 3-2. Wyatt Cross enters the middle of the floor. No one picks him up until Cross gets to within 35 feet. Right at the top of the circle, the face-off circle in hockey. And good shooters can pick apart nets from that area. Wyatt Cross has his second goal of the playoffs. The Hunters back in front 3-2 with 5:20 to go in the first. There you go. And the face-off is controlled by Nepean. That pass floats to the near side, Sweet in under pressure, and that's handled by Ethan Hopkins, who waits for help. It's played up to the top. Where it is Cameron McEwen, back behind the net. That hits the mesh. Hunter's ball. Kale Rice gets over center. Nepean player loses his stick. And Rice dumps it off to Derek Aquanega, Albany. 15 seconds to shoot. Albany, straight line drive, his shot, save. And a rebound scooped up by Nepean. Hunters were late to get a fifth guy on, and it looks like it actually worked, as Stone McGregor was able to get back in transition before anyone in yellow was able to get down the floor. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the first. Here's Busumworth. Back out. Shot by Hardy, save made. That's Evan Kay, number 8. And that shot rolls wide. A rebound deflects all the way back, and it'll go over and back on the Knights. Hunters ball. Kahnawake starts by his bench. 4 minutes to go, period 1. Kahnawake 3, Nepean 2. Derek Aquanega, Albany. Logan Gabriel in front for Albany. Deflects right on, and a save. Wyatt Cross goes to the opposite side in a battle for the Lucy. Jory Norton trying to get it, and he does. And the Hunters are on it, fresh 30 Kahnawake. Logan Gabriel, Derek Aquanega. Takes a shot. Flipped it over. Kahnawake fires, save. A rebound, Nepean's on it. Whipped up the floor. 2X has to get there. Foot race one-on-one here. Score! Ethan Hopkins wins the foot race down the floor. Kahnawake 2X does a good job here of tying him up, but it's that shot from a deceptive angle that maybe gets Leland a little confused as the bouncer goes between the wickets. And this game is tied up at 3s with 3:19 to go in the first. Nepean wins it. Played up the floor. And it's gobbled up by Kahnawake. Bocephus Delabous back up. John Claypool. Leaves it for Sebastian Laffy. Claypool's going to stay on. 3 lefties and 2 righties. Laughing, back across, shot. Claypool turned aside. Hopkins gets over center. 2:48 remaining, period 1. Kahnawake 3, Nepean 3. Jack Mullen. Back out. Played in front. Here's an opportunity. Rifled past the far post. And back into the Hunters bench. Kahnawake ball with 2:31 to go in the first. Tell you what, both my colleague Martin and I are going to get a nice break after this. Not only do we need it due to all the action on the floor, but it is very hot in here, folks. Back out in front, shot, Albany, turn, he scores! It goes in! It sneaks its way through. Nice pass behind the goal by 2X. Albany inauspiciously gets in there and is able to tuck the ball in under the crossbar. Kahnawake Albany has got his 6th of the playoffs, and Kahnawake has a 4-3 lead with 2:23 remaining in the first. Oh, it's been a back and forth game thus far. Nepean gets control of the faceoff. Tyson Sweet leaves it for Cameron McEwen. McEwen behind the goal. Hardy, McEwen. A bouncer missed the far side, and a rebound will go into the Hunters bench. It'll be Kahnawake ball with 2 minutes remaining in the first. Kahnawake. Outside shot, save. And a rebound picked up by Nepean. Played back to the middle of the floor. And Nepean's got to get over center. They do. Kahnawake 2X matches up. And he's going to get called for that. Probably a high stick, maybe a hold, I'm not quite sure. But either way, a 5th power play coming up for the Knights unless they score with the extra attacker on. 90 seconds to go in the first. Back to the near side. Good stick. Comes out in front, score! No goal! It went in after the shot clock. No goal, they say it went in after the shot clock. Remember, it's not like the NBA where the ball's got to be out of your stick as the clock hits 0. The ball has to hit the net at 0. It cannot go in after the shot clock expires. And Dominique Hartley was very, very sure on that. Having been someone that's been to reffing school and is a certified field lacrosse referee, you only take away a goal from somebody if you're absolutely sure. Fresh 30 Knights. Off the stop by Leland Lahash, 70 to go in the first, 70 seconds. McEwen, back across, score! Joseph Brown has tied the game at 4 with 1:03 to go in the first. Oh, Brown gets right at the house and is able to put a bouncer in short side, just inside the near post. And this game is all level again, 4-4 with 1:03 left in period 1. That'll be Nepean ball, 57.8 to go in the first. Hunters are now 3 for 5 killing penalties. Brown hit the post. And that's picked up, fresh 30 Nepean. There is a 7-second differential between the shot and game. Be interesting to see if the Knights want to go for it now. They do, and they score. Tommy Mullen with a bouncer And I didn't think they were going to go for it. There was only a 7-second differential between the shot and game. And Mullen, again, inside that short side post. It's a bouncer, low, short side. And with 26.1 to go in the first, Nepean has the lead. They've scored 2 goals in the final 65 seconds of this first. And the seesaw battle continues. And the Knights will call for timeout with 23 seconds to go in period number 1. Well, looking ahead to the Pro Spa Beauty and Wellness streaming schedule, tomorrow night will be live at 8 o'clock. Junior B Hunters and the Nepean Knights playing Game 2 of the OLA Junior C playoffs. And then Saturday, Game 1, OJBLL, second round. Kahnawake Hunters hosting the Halton Hills Bulldogs. Game 2 of that series, OJBLL round 2, game 2, Sunday, 1 o'clock. And then game 3 of this series, I believe we're back here Monday at Howard Darwin. No, we might be at Bell Centennial for game 3. I have to look at the schedule. But anyway, game 3 is back here in Nepean. Maybe not at this particular arena. Shot clock's off, Nepean's got the ball. And they'll lag time. 10 seconds left to go. Back out. And that pass is deflected. Picked up by Gabriel. He's got an open net. And had 4 Knights around him. Actually, with the yellow and black, it looked like a swarm of bees around him. And that's exactly what that whole first period, that's exactly how broadcasting that first period felt like. Felt like you were being attacked by a swarm of bees. Goal here, goal there, penalty here, penalty there, fight over there. Yeah, that first period had it all, 9 goals and a fight. And so far, the Kahnawake Hunters, considering that they've been shorthanded 5 times, they have to feel good about the fact that they're only down by 1 goal against the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Nepean 5, Kahnawake 4. We're back with period number 2. You're watching the 2026 Meredith Cup playoffs on Baby Blue Memories. right, we welcome you back to Howard Darwin Arena. Second period about to begin. 2026 Meredith Cup Playoffs, Round 2, Game 1. 4-seed Kahnawake Hunters and the 1-seed Nepean Knights. If you're wondering how Nepean got the 1-seed over Cornwall, they finished with identical records and they finished 1-1 head-to-head. Nepean's goal differential was 3 goals better than Cornwall, so that's why Cornwall finished second and Nepean got first. Cornwall up against it right now, losing Game 1 of their series against North Shore in overtime. Game 2 is underway over there in Mascouche between the Celtics and the Kodiaks, and here come the Hunters. Stone McGregor back out to Jory Norton behind the net. And Norton has a hop on him. It actually lands on net. And it's broken up and stolen by Albany. In front, intercepted. Good recovery by Tyson Sweet of Nepean. Lajoie back out. That goal felt like, that first period felt like an entire game in itself. 9 goals, and the Hunters had 5 penalty kills. There's a shot save made. And of course the fight between Jack Paquette and Dehodo Dudaibo. And the Knights get the rebound and a fresh 30 Nepean. Back behind the net. Behind the goal. Dive attempt. Stuffed. And a rebound. Nepean's on it. Claypool. And it's picked up. 3rd try on this possession for the Knights. Mullen. Back behind the goal. Cade Stacy switches on to Hardy. Back out. McEwen to Underhill. And there's a shot. Leland finds it through all that traffic. Here's Claypool, has it deflected. Leland Lahash slow to get up. Back in front. And that pass fails to connect. Picked up by Rohio Stacy. Stacy's pass deflects. Gets away from Claypool. John Claypool picks it up though. Bocephus Delaboost. 2 minutes gone by in the second. Albany to Logan Gabriel. Artaquahaway sends it to Albany. He fires, save. Rebound, Albany in close quarters. Logan Gabriel finds a handle, fresh 30 Hunters. Gabriel gets to the bench, and the Hunters got too many. And for the 6th time tonight, the Hunters will be killing a penalty. Now Nepean going to work on a power play. Two minutes for illegal substitution, aka too many men. So time for a Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness Hunters penalty kill. Rohio Stacy serving the too many men call. At the house, shot by Cameron McEwen is turned aside by Leland Lahash. Stone McGregor. There's a screen. McGregor has it land out of his stick, and Stone will have to get back. Brought back in by Austin Frazier. And now it's Cameron McEwen. Back to the top. Goes Bosomworth, and now Bosomworth driving to the goal. There's a shot, trickles through, they score. Evan Kay slips it in. And the Knights are now 3 for 6 on the power play. Well, Kay comes in, takes a nice step in right at the house. Leland got a piece of it, but not enough. And for the first time tonight, somebody's got a lead of more than 1 goal. And the Knights go up 6-4 here with 16:58 to go in the second. And Nepean wins a draw, and they have been doing an excellent job of that. Deflects, and Bocephus Delaboost is on it. Delaboost is pass, deflects in front, shot. Leland lunges and makes the save. Comes back up Sweet, swings it out. Hardy, Sweet, back out, coming off the bench. And the Knights sag back in. Tyson Sweet tiptoes around the crease, back out. Hardy, shot, scores. Gabriel Cardi with a shot through the wickets. And the Knights have scored 4 straight goals. 4-0 run Nepean, and it's 7-4 Knights. Well, it's that man cutting through, and it actually ends up being one of the Hunters that sets a screen in front of Leland Lahash. She's trying to pick it up. And with 16:30 to go, the Hunters are going to not even get a face-off here. Face-off violation on Kahnawake. Cardi driving. Cardi shot. No, it stays out. George Jacobs might have saved the goal. Back up the floor. Rohio Stacy. Behind the net. He is doubled. Stacy gets out of traffic. And gets it out to Dash Daibo. That whole sequence of giving up 2 straight goals started with the too many men call on the Hunters in the offensive zone. Shot clock down to 4. Back in front, Jordan Norton, a shot blocked. Shot clock violation against the Hunters. Okay, so penalty for delay of game on the Hunters. The Hunters have had one 20-second power play, and this is power play number 7 for the Knights, and they have scored 3 times. And they have the best power play in the entire league, or the second best power play in the entire league during the regular season. Top-ranked power play in the Eastern Conference, and they're making the Hunters pay right now. There's a shot by McEwen, save. Stone McGregor picks it up. And McGregor gets over center. McGregor bounces one. Caught by Russian Dahoi Gabriel in heavy traffic. Gabriel dumps it off. Arakwahaway 2X. 14 to shoot. Dash Daibo. Sends it. Outside shot, laughing. Save made. And that's a fresh 30 for the Hunters. Laughing. That's Logan Gabriel, number 10, back out. Arakwahaway 2X. Around the screen. He fires, shoulder save. That goes out of play. Fresh 30 Hunters. We have 54 to go in the penalty kill. This penalty kill is brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Back behind the net, Arakwahaway 2X. And his shot, he put it wide. And that will go out of play. Nepean enters, Tyson Sweet. Dominique and Fred Hartley, the 2 officials for tonight's game. McEwen walks in, fires, bounced and not on. Shot clock down to 7. Played back to the top. Cardi fires, and that riser misses. A rebound scooped up by Garunya Gesu Jacobs. Jacobs breaking away over center. Took on the challenge head-on from Cardi. And Jacobs maneuvers his way, makes a night fall. And Arakwahaway 2X now has got it. 3 seconds to go in the penalty. Back out, score! Quick stick, and Deherukwanega Albany has a Clyde. He's got his second goal of the evening, and that makes it 7-5. Well, they just go for it here. The needle is threaded right across by Jordan Norton, who had one of those assists in game 1 of the Lightning series. And I think the Knights may have believed that the Hunters would lag the clock until the penalty expired. Actually, the penalty did just expire, so that's not a shorthanded goal. And it's now 7-5. Stone McGregor. Sebastian Laughing, dash dive behind the net. Dives, save. A rebound, no. Nepean ball. Back come the Knights. Played in, shot. Crease violation. Nepean, we're going Hunters ball. Leland made the save anyway. Played up to center over the head of George Jacobs, and back come the Hunters led by Josephus Delabous. Got to wait for someone to get off the floor. Delabous leaves it for Jordan Norton. Shot clock down to 10. Norton. Shot, save made, and a rebound not given up by Logan Crane. 7 minutes gone by, period 2. Kahnawake trailing 7-5 to Nepean. Kahnawake 2X knocked it free momentarily. Thrown over. 2X picks it up. He's got a break. Kahnawake denied by Crane. As the Knights bring it back over center. Shot through traffic, save made by Leland Lahash. The rebound takes a funny hop, and Stone McGregor not able to come up with it. Back out. Behind the net. Shot clock at 17. Chest save. Rebound deflected back on net. And the Knights have the ball. Hunters couldn't find the handle. Now it's knocked away. And regathered by Nepean. Underhill. Cardi. Cardi behind the goal. Shot. Not on. Rebound bounces towards the middle of the floor. Scoop back up by Nepean. 8 seconds to shoot. And 11:35 to go in the second. Underhill. That's blocked. Shot clock violation. It'll be Kahnawake ball. And they throw it away. As Nepean gets into Kahnawake territory. .15 seconds to go on the shot. Delayed penalty. And it's an illegal cross check on the Hunters. And for the 8th time tonight, the Knights will go to work on the power play. They are 3 for 7 with the man advantage. This game brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Don't forget, Game 2 of this series will be on Friday. That's tomorrow night at the Sports Complex, 8 o'clock. Game 1 of the OJBLL playoffs, round 2. Kahnawake Hunters and Halton Hills Bulldogs go Saturday at the Plex. Game 2 of that OJBLL second round series goes Sunday at 1. Both of those games at the Sports Complex. And then Monday night, we're at Bell Centennial. That's Monday, July 6th, when the Hunters and Knights go at it in Game 3 of this second round series. Meredith Cup playoffs. Oh, Leland Lahash making his way back towards the Hunters net. George Jacobs, by the way, got that penalty for an illegal cross check. .75 lead for Nepean, and the Knights going to work on this power play. This penalty kill brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. The Hunters 4 for 7 on the PK. Back across, good deflection by Rustin Delaway Gabriel. Now thrown to the opposite side. Shot, score. Underhill with the shot. And let's see how this one goes through. He looks off, and then decides he's going to fire it. And Leland got a piece of it. It looked like with the knee, and unfortunately, the ball deflected off his knee and into the top corner. And it is 8-5 Nepean. That is their 4th power play goal. They are 4 for 8 with the power play. And Kahnawake technically 0 for 1. They did get a 23-second power play. Josephus Delabous picks it up. Delabous, back out. Kahnawake 2X. Dash Daibo. Back out. There's a shot by Laughing, save, and that goes out of play. Fresh 30 Hunters. That actually shattered the mask of Crane. Dash Daibo. Kahnawake. In front. That pass is not there. And the Knights come back. Hopkins 2-on-1. And a delayed penalty on the Hunters. .9:30 to go. Second period. Back across. That shot clock down to 1. Got a slashing call. And it is on, I'm not sure who. It's on Logan Gabriel. So for the 9th time tonight, Nepean going to work on a power play. The Hunters 4 for 8 killing penalties. It's time once again for a Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness penalty kill. Shot. Saved by Leland. The rebound, Stone McGregor picks it up. Josephus Delabous back up to Dash Daibo. Kahnawake. Shot clock down to 12. Bouncer, and that's turned aside. And Laughing, causing some trouble. He fires, and that's turned aside. 45 seconds gone by in the penalty. And it's played across by Austin Fraser. Now back at the top. Evan Kay. Shot clock down to 7. And that's not on. And the rebound stuck behind the net. It'll be Hunter's ball. Long pass caught by Dash Daibo. Daibo with some room, and he's turned away. Albany picks it up off the hop. 40 seconds to go in the penalty. Kahnawake. Turning the corner, he's open, and his shot blocked. Claypool picks it up. Claypool, Jordan Norton diving, and he's in the crease. And then got crushed by the keeper. And that will be a penalty on the Knights. And it's on the goal. No, it's not. It's on Preston Bougie. So that will make it 4-on-4 for the next 28 seconds. Kahnawake trailing Nepean 8-5. There's 7:50 to go in the second. Cross, Albany. And his shot hit the back of the net. Back comes Nepean. Crossing center. Nick Bryan. Bryan gets a screen and now dumps it out. McEwen. Shot clock down to 4. And the Hunters are now on a Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness power play. Shot clock at 4. Cardi just dumps it in. Shot clock violation, Nepean. Josephus Delaboost. Logan Gabriel catches this one, and the Hunters set on this Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness power play. Behind the goal, Sebastian Laughing, Kahnawake 2X. Back behind the net for Laughing, 10 seconds to go on the shot. Laughing, 2X, he fires, save made, and no rebound given up by Logan Crane. Well, that's important too. I mean, sometimes they put up shots, they're really hoping for a rebound to come, and Crane did not give one up. Nepean crosses into Hunters territory. Shot clock at 13, penalty clock at 40. Mullen. He'll just roll it in. George Jacobs picks it up for the Hunters. Jacobs crosses center, and he'll go to the bench. 20 to go in the power play. Laughing behind the back. Gabriel behind the goal. Daibo surveys, back out. Gabriel, or Laughing, tees it up. Now fires and hit the post. And that comes back in. Whoa. Well, Leland is not going to get credit for a save there. Sorry, I can't. I hit the post and then went all the way back on net. But now we're back to full strength. Hunters over 2 on the man advantage. Back in front. Laughing gets turned away by Crane. Wyatt Cross picks it up. Fresh 30 Hunters. Laughing now goes to the bench. Cross. Dash Daibo. He fires. Score! Dash Daibo with his 5th of the playoffs, and that cuts the lead down to 2. It's 8-6 with 5:20 to go in the second. That's a good bounce back by the Hunters. The Cornwall Celtics going at it with North Shore right now. We'll try to get you an update from the score over there. Face-off violation on Nepean. We're going Hunters ball. Back come the Hunters. Albany. As Kahnawake picks it up, a one-handed shot, no. A rebound, 2X had it knocked away. As now Nepean gathers it, played up the floor. Rohio Stacy is on it. Stacy up the floor, behind Jordan Norton. Oh, that'll be interference on Claypool. Back come the Knights, 2-on-1, 3-on-1, back across, and what a save by Leland Lahash as he turned away Hopkins. Hunters are late getting men in front. Leland the save. Mullen back on it, behind the goal. Hunters got 5 guys back now. Back across. Good move by Stone McGregor. He's got to close the gap. There's a shot. Blocked in front, and it's intercepted by the Hunters. Josephus Delaboost up the floor. Stone McGregor has some room. McGregor 2-on-1, throws it over. Shot! Denial! As Crane made the save on Gabriel. Long pass up the floor, slowed up. Now back in front. Look out! Denial! Jacobs trying to find the hand. That's Gardunia Gesser Jacobs. Rolled back out to the top, and that'll get by and come out to George Jacobs, who's patiently waiting at center, and he's got the ball. And the Hunters will call for time. Well, I think someone had to say, let's simmer down here. A lot is happening. Timeout, Kahnawake, with 3:34 to go in the second. Yeah, so right now Cornwall leading North Shore 4-3. That is the end of, they're in the end of the first period in Mascouche. The Kodiaks leading that best of 5, 1-0, following the overtime win. And honestly, the way those two teams have gone at it all year, you could expect that series maybe being a 5-gamer. Cornwall lost home floor advantage with the overtime loss of game 1, trying to get it back today with a win in Mascouche. .334 to go in the second period of play. The Hunters trailing 8-6 to the Nepean Knights. There's 3 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the second period of play. Oh, game reset. We're all full strength right now. There's 28 to go on the shot clock. Kahnawake in possession. Laughing, Gabriel, laughing, doubled. Nepean ball. Back come the Knights. On the right-hand side of the net, comes out in front, and that's whistled wide, and that will go over and back. Cale Rice with the hit on Gabriel Carty after he let that one go. Dash Thibault picks it up. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the second. Carty, or sorry, Thibault. Fire score! Dash Thibault goes 5-hole. He's got his second. Let's have a look at the slow motion replay brought to you by Laxo Productions. Thibault comes around the screen. There's that late movement out in front that forces Crane to look off just at the last instant, and that's a big thing. Whenever you got bodies in front of those nets, you want to try to get movement in front, try to do anything to throw kind of a diversion at the goalkeeper. As a former goalie myself, I won't say I was a great one, but as a former goalie myself, I hated that crap. Right, Lucas? Yep. Another former goaltender, actually active goaltender next to me right here, Lucas Thibault. There's a water bottle on the floor. Colin Rice has to pick it up. 1-goal game. The Hunters are within one with now 3 minutes remaining in the second. Garunya Gesu Jacobs overran the ball, and it's kicked back ahead. Stowe McGregor hustling it down. And it's picked up by McGregor. He's on it. And he one-handed it over to Russell Studge Cross. Cross crosses center. Russell Studge. Back behind the net. In front, Thibault brings it out, and that pass fails to connect with Russell Studge Cross, who's back on it now. Shot clock at 10. Cross behind the net. In front, Cross denied. That was Wyatt Cross with the opportunity. Dash Thibault picks it up, fresh 30 Hunters. Behind the goal. Jordan Norton now enters the fray. They hurt Aquanega Albany. Out. Wyatt Cross. Pass to Sales a little high, picked up off the hop by Dash Thibault, who has it knocked out of his stick. Good play by Hopkins. He's digging for it. And Tyson Sweet scoops it up. Sweet up the floor, deflects off a Hunter's stick, and now Nepean gets over center. We are down to the final 100 seconds of period 2. Nepean 8, Kahnawake 7. Game 1, Meredith Cup Playoffs Round 2. Delayed penalty Hunters. Back across. Save made by Leland. And the Hunters get the rebound. And an illegal cross-checking call on George Jacobs will put Nepean on the power play for a 10th time in this game. Hunters 5 for 9 killing penalties. And that's a checky for behind penalty too. So 1:24 to go in the second. And the Hunters will have to come up big with a penalty kill. 8-7 Nepean leads. Gavin Bosomworth. Cameron McEwen. Back across, and that one deflects. McGregor went for the hit on McEwen. Back out it goes. McEwen back gathers it at the top. Underhill gets the return feed. Underhill shoots, saved by Leland. A rebound, scores. Evan Kay has a power play goal, and that is Nepean's 5th power play goal of the night. The Hunters have given up 5 power play goals. They've killed off 5 Knights penalties or power plays as well. Evan Kay's got his 2nd. 56.3 seconds to go in the 2nd period of play. Face-off coming up. Evan Kay gets the rebound and deposits it. Make it a 2-goal game. And the Hunters corral it. Kale Rice, spinorama. Chicken wings, his man. Played back out. Kahnawake. Joran Norton. Shot clock down to 14. Norton. His shot is blocked, and Nepean fishes it out. 22 seconds to go, and the Knights got to get it over. They do. Caught by Gabriel Carty, and Crane goes to the bench. Extra attacker on as we got 8 seconds left to go. No, this is not a delayed penalty, thankfully. Shot clock is not a factor. There's a shot block. 2 seconds remaining, and 2nd period of play is over. Well, the Kahnawake Hunters are doing well here against the Nepean Knights. Unfortunately, they've had to kill 10 penalties, and the Knights have scored 5 power play goals, and that right now is the difference in the ball game. We're back in 10 minutes with period number 3. Your score, Nepean Knights 9, Kahnawake Hunters 7. You're watching the 2026 Meredith Cup playoffs on Baby Blue Memories. welcome you back to period number 3. The Kahnawake Hunters trailing the Nepean Knights 9-7. As we get set to start this third period of play, John Claypool taking the draw for the Hunters against Nick Bryan. Dominique Hartley says, get ready. And this third period is underway. Knights control it. Around the world shot, not on. And Nepean's on it. Kahnawake trailing 9-7. Nepean 5 for 10 on the power play. There's a pass in front deflected by Stone McGregor. Shot clock down to 5. There's a windup, that's blocked, and a rebound goes through the crease. Kahnawake ball. Rosundahue Gabriel. Up for Bo Cephas Delaboost. Cornwall leading North Shore 6-5 in Mascouche. That's in the second period of play. Justin Dupuis has just scored for the Kodiaks to make it a 1-goal game. There's a shot not on. That's over and back. Nepean ball. Hunters across on Baby Blue Memories, brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. This is, of course, the 2026 Meredith Cup playoffs. Comes back out. Long bouncer, save made by Leland, and he's got the ball. Kale Rice gets it over center. Sebastian Laughing taking on Tyson Sweet, turns the corner, got the step on him, and Laughing drags it out. Sweet lost his balance. Logan Gabriel, and that pass to Flex. Gets away from Laughing and away from Gabriel. Dash diver goes to the bench, and Nepean's on it. Nepean with possession. There's 18:05 left to go. Period number 3. Nepean 9, Kahnawake 7. Played back out. Shot clock down to 5 in front. Quick stick. Denied. Great save by Leland going post to post. And it's thrown back behind the net. They dive, and that will be a crease violation against Nepean. We're going to go Hunters ball. Bo Cephas Delaboost. Delaboost has it knocked out of his stick. Delaboost turns the corner. Delaboost throws it out. Dash Daibo. Wyatt cross. Shot clock at 10. Wyatt. He shoots. No. Dash Daibo has to fire it up. And that's blocked. Shot clock violation. Nepean ball, 17-16 to go. Evan Kay. There's a shot, not on. Rebound, Stone McGregor. Kate Stacy. Garunya Gesu Jacobs. Back over center. Jacobs. Deherda Quinega. Plays it up. Sebastian Laughing. Albany. Shot. That's whistled wide. A rebound. Arakwahawe's back on it. Shot clock down to 10. Arakwahawe 2-ax. Fires it up. Shoulder save. That goes out of play. Fresh 30 Hunters. And it'll be Kahnawake possession. Deherda Quinega. Behind the net. Arakwahawe. And Joran Norton. Joran walks out. He shoots, turned away. Nepean ball. Back comes Nepean. And that one's deflected. Good stick by Claypool. Rohahio Stacy turns the corner, and he'll cross center. Stacy leaves it for Arakwahawe. 18 to go on the shot. Logan Gabriel. Walking in. Gabriel turns the corner, shoots, score! Logan Gabriel has his second of the playoffs, and it's 9-8. Gabriel walks in, slows up, turns the corner. He ends up getting the step on Lajoie. A screen there by Wyatt Cross helps, and Logan puts one in on the far side. He went to his left, but he shot that way too, which is different. Usually as a goaltender, when you see someone going to their left, they'll shoot to their right. That's the way goal scorers are taught to score goals anyway. Dash Thibault picks it up. Thibault had it taken away. And it's knocked away. Good stick by Wyatt Cross. And the Hunters bring it back into Nepean territory. Wyatt throws it up top for Logan Gabriel. He that's blocked. Rebound, Gabriel picks it up. Score! Dash Thibault! The quick stick. And he has his third of the game. He's got the Hattie. We're all even up at 9 goals apiece. Good feed here by Albany, threading the needle, and Dash Thibault. He catches this one, but decides to shoot it on the fly. Well, it wasn't a one-timer, but it was certainly a quick stick, and Thibault is able to level this game up here, 9-9 with 15:27 remaining in period 3. '26 Meredith Cup playoffs, round 2, game 1. The Hunters swept the Akwesasne Lightning 2-0 in round 1. And the Knights, as the 1 seed, had a bye. Garunia Gesu Jacobs hacks it, gets over the top of Bocephus Delabous, locked up in the air, and Nepean picks it up. After all that, Nick Bryan ends up with the ball. The first guy to touch it on the draw ends up being the last guy to touch it on the draw. Back to the far side of the goal. Comes back out, and that one is fumbled. Russian Dahoi Gabriel, Cade Stacy. And it goes off of a Hunter, and it'll be a fresh 30 for the Knights. Back comes Nepean. Shot clock down to 20. Claypool staying right with Tommy Mullen. There's Underhill, fire, stick, save. And Leland's got the rebound. Bocephus Delabous. Back across center. Delabous picks it up behind the Nepean cage. 15 to go on the shot. They heard Aquanega. He fires. Shoulder save by Logan Crane, and a fresh 30 Hunters. Delabous goes off. Albany, and it goes off his stick, out of play. And Nepean slows it up. Albany goes back to the bench. Passed across, hauled in by Jack Mullen. Against Rusted Studjay Cross. Mullen. McEwen. Behind the goal, shot clock down to 13. Sent over. And they score. Underhill outweights Leland and then is able to put it in on the far corner. Well, a simple pick and roll here. Underhill walks in, gets to the house. Leland thought he was going to shoot it there, but he fakes it and then takes an extra 2 steps in, and he gets that much closer to the net. And once again, the Knights have the lead here with 13:33 to go in the third. What a thriller we've had so far. Played across, and that's knocked down. Settle in by the Knights, it's Carty. Bounce back out. Tyson Sweet had it taken away. Rustin Dahoi Gabriel back for the Hunters. Gabriel crosses in. Back out. Albany missed the pass. Sebastian Laughing back on it for the Hunters. Laughing to Albany. Wyatt Cross picks it up. Out to Artiquahaway. 2X, shot clock down to 7. 2X in there. And that's turned away by Crane. As Nepean picks it up. And it's brought out by Paquette, or Lajoie. Sorry, Paquette and Deho Daibo got into a fight in the first period. First fight of the playoffs for both players. Kay. Played back out, and there's a save made by Leland. Rebound, Kate Stacy. Push on the back. Press 30, Nepean. 12:20 to go. Slant back to the near side. Back across. And that is turned away by Leland. It goes out of play. Nepean ball. First 30 Knights. McEwen. Underhill. Swings it. And that's dropped. Picked back up. 11:55 to go in the third. In front, good stick. And Artiquahaway 2X has the ball. 2X with the steal, and he'll slow it up. Albany. Albany fires, and that rifled wide. Dash Daibo catches the rebound. Shot clock down to 10. Daibo's pass. Logan Gabriel tied up in the house area, and it's scooped up by the Knights. Bryan back across center, will slow it. Leaving it for Gavin Bosomworth. 11:15 to go. Bosomworth throws it out. Cardi. Russet Sudjay across with a stick in the way. Karunya Gesu Jacobs picks it up. Laughing. Laughing with the shot fake. Laughing behind the back. What a feed! Score! Wyatt Cross has his second. Oh, this is magic by Sebastian Laughing. He draws two. And you know, if he made this pass four-handed, I think it gets picked. But because it's behind the back, he's able to feather the pass through. Wyatt Cross with the catch. He outweights Crane. And just like that, we're 10-10 with 10:54 left in the third. And the Knights gain possession, or at least I thought they were going to. That'll boost. Push on the back, we're going Hunter's ball. Jordan Norton. Deherduck-Wanega Albany. Logan Gabriel. Back out. Dash Daibo. Shot. And it trickled, not through. Norton pitches it out though. And a fresh 30 Hunters. Deherduck-Wanega. Tied up by Lajoie. And it deflects all the way back up to center. Didn't cross the line. Albany in, shoot, save made by Logan Crane as he covers everything low. And we're down to 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left, 10-10 to score. 10 minutes left in period 3. Back across. Mullen. Mullen shoots, scores. Jack Mullen gives Nepean the lead back. It's 11-10. Oh, Mullen with the fake. And I couldn't tell if that one went in off of Russet Sudjay cross or if it was just a really nice bouncer. I don't think the Knights care. They got the lead once again here with 9:49 left to go in period 3. And it looks like it deflected off of Cross on the way through. And these two guys don't want to give up possession. And the Hunters have it. Rustin Dahaway. Wyatt Cross. Backs down. Now plays it back out for Deherdukwanega Albany. Albany for Sebastian Laughing, out to Dash Daibo. Shot clock at 14. Daibo tied up. And it's stolen by Nepean. Ball knocked away. Hunter's got it back. They have to fire it up. Albany. And Nepean's got the ball. 9 minutes left to go, period 3. I thought the Knights had possession, but I'm not on the floor, so I can't tell. The Hartleys got the better view than I do. Intercepted by Bocephus Delaboost. Delaboost slows it up. Artaquahaway Tuax with the catch. Logan Gabriel in front. Delaboost tied up. Shot clock down to 8, and it rolls in on Logan Crane. Look out. Hopkins is able to get away from 2. Hopkins over center. Behind the net. Comes back to the top. Shot fading away. No. Shot clock down to 5. Pick back up. Play it over. They have to fire it up, and that's turned away. Russian Dahaway up to Kate Stacy. 7:45 to go, period 3. Kahnawake trailing 11-10. Artaquahaway Tuax. Out to Deherdukwanega Albany. Albany. Daibo. Artaquahaway. Daibo tied up. Albany picks it up, 5 seconds to shoot. Behind the net, Laughing in front. And that pass gets away from Jordan Norton. That's a shot clock violation against the Kahnawake Hunters, Nepean ball. 7:21 left, period 3. Kahnawake trailing the Nepean Knights 11-10. It has been a dandy up to this point. Played across, McEwen. McEwen plays it. Shot. Big save by Leland Lahash. A rebound deflects to the opposite side. Russet Studge Cross is on it. Cross has a 2-on-1 developing with Bocephus Delaboost. Across, Delaboost! He's turned away. And Claypool knocked it away. And it's stolen by Cale Rice. Goaltenders timeout. During the play? Well, anyway, that's good. I got to catch my breath. 6:40 remaining, period 3. The Kahnawake Hunters trailing the Nepean Knights by a count of 11-10. It's game 1 of the second round, 2026 Meredith Cup playoffs. Game 2 tomorrow night, live on the YouTube channel. We'll be live here on BBM starting at 8 p.m. And you know what? I'm going to take a water break here too, folks. It's I know you're not here with us physically, and if you were, you'd be sweating right now. You're probably nice and tucked into your beds with the AC on full blast on this very muggy Thursday evening. Artaquahaway Tuax. Only thing hotter than the temperature has been this game. Score! Logan Gabriel has his second goal of the evening, and this game is once again evened up at 11. Well, Gabriel gets a screen off the top by Wyatt Cross. Logan steps into it. The Knights send 2 his way, but they're late. And Logan with the bouncer to even this score once again at 11-11. 6:28 remaining. And the Hunters need one more. And the face-off is won by the Knights. Jacobs got the ball. At least he touched the ball, but the Knights were the first ones on it. Good hustle out of that face-off thought. We're off the restraining lines. 6:10 to go. Back across. McEwen. And that's knocked away. Shot clock down to 7. A shot by Kay. No, it comes out in front. And Leland Lahash with the denial. Kay picks it back up. And now the Hunters have to sag back in. Fresh 30 Knights. McEwen waiting for Kay to join the fray. Hey, that rhymed. I'm opponent. I didn't even know it. Kay swings it back out. Underhill. He shoots, and that one missed. A rebound banks off the back of Leland, but stays out. Bocephus Delaboost up the floor. Rojahio Stacy catches this. Stacy pushing it, but he'll slow it down. Logan Gabriel. Back out. Wyatt cross. Artaquahaway 2X. Sebastian Laughing. 10 seconds to shoot. Gets a return feed. Laughing! And he's stuffed trying to go 5-hole. As Nepean comes back over center. Austin Fraser leaves it. Jack Mullen. Mullen pressured up high by Cale Rice. Picks it back up. And it's broken up and stolen by Stone McGregor. McGregor putting the pressure on. Stone McGregor goes outside, comes back, and he's turned away. Big save, Logan Crane, keeping this baby tied up at 11. 4:40 remaining. All even up, 11 goals apiece. Knights ball. Back out. Shot. Hit the post. A bouncer rings the iron. Cam McEwen let it go. Stone McGregor going back to the bench. And the Knights throw it away. What? Oh. Anyway, Nepean ball. They hit a Hunter player on the bench, but he was on the floor play, they say. Shot picked up by Nepean. Good stick by Gabriel. And Russet Studje Cross picks it up. Cross lost his balance. Russet Studje squeezes through, and he'll bring it back into Nepean territory. Russet Studje Cross. They heard Aquanega Albany. Shot clock down to 15. Dash Dibo behind the goal. Dibo to Albany. Shot clock down to 12. Albany back up top. Wyatt cross. Wyatt cuts in. He shoots, and he missed it. And that will hit the ceiling. Nepean ball. 3:30 left. Nepean 11, Kahnawake 11. Kay. Comes back out. Shot clock down to 12. McEwen fires. That's blocked by Stone McGregor. Shot clock down to 5. And that pass is intercepted by Bocephus Delaboost. Delaboost up the floor. Rojahio Stacy catches this. Hunters want a full change. They heard Aquanega Albany. 3 minutes to go. Logan Gabriel sets a screen. Albany in front. Pass fails to connect. Sebastian Laughing fishes it out. Shot clock down to 7. And it's stolen by Nepean. Albany trying to get back to the play as his 2X. And it's brought back to the near side by Fraser. He gets a fresh 30 or a new possession for his team after the defensive play. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Stacey forces his man back out. Mullen. And that pass is knocked away. And that misses the net. Shot clock violation on the Knights. We're going Hunters ball. Artaquahaway. In Nepean territory. 2:10 to go. Logan Gabriel. Around a screen. He fires. And Crane the save. A rebound. 2X is on it. And Artaquahaway's got a fresh 30 if he can pass the ball. He's tied up right now and in a tight spot. They're in the far corner. 2X. Dash Dibo there. Artaquahaway spins out in front, Laughing behind the goal. Tries a dive from behind the net and then took a shot, and it'll be Hunter's ball. 1:43 to go. Hunter's ball. Fresh 30 Kahnawake. Back out Kahnawake 2X. Down to 100 seconds remaining. And that pass is thrown away. I don't think Laughing was expecting the pass. 90 seconds remaining. Kahnawake 9, or Kahnawake 11, Nepean 11. Shot clock at 15. McEwen throws it out. Around the screen. They fire! Leland holds the door. Kale Rice. There to Quinega. We're in the final minute of play. Back out in front. And a flip shot by Jordan Norton, not there. Claypool picks it up. 12 to shoot. Sebastian Laughing. Fires! Saved by Crane, and he's got the rebound. And back comes Nepean. Crossing through center. 18-second differential, game and shot. Back come the Knights. In front, that deflects. The Hunters are going to get the ball. Timeout. Kahnawake with 25.6 seconds to go. For those of you back at home, crank up that AC a little more and get the oxygen tanks. I know I need it right now. 11-11. 25.6 remaining. Woo! So you have to question, will Leland go to the bench here for the extra attacker? 25.6, you're tied at 11, and like, this is not the end of the first period. I would think he has to have to stay, as does Junior C Hunters media man extraordinaire Lucas Daibo. And indeed, Leland's going to stay in. Don't forget, Nepean has a timeout as well. Logan Gabriel, Sebastian Laughing, Wyatt Cross, Dash Daibo, and John Claypool. The 5 for the Hunters. 25.6 to go. Here we go. You can ignore the shot clock. Laughing. Gabriel. Back across, Dash Daibo. And that pass fails to connect. John Claypool back on it. Shot clock down to 10. Claypool out to Dash Daibo. Daibo fires, not on. A rebound, Gabriel picks it up. Gabriel flips it, and that pass too low for Claypool. He's got a fire, and he won't. And game 1 of the second round of the Meredith Cup playoffs is going to overtime, and it is sudden death overtime. Kahnawake 11, Nepean 11. We're going to take a very brief pause for the cause and be right back. You're watching the 2026 Meredith Cup playoffs on Baby Blue Memories. Welcome back to the 2026 Meredith Cup playoffs. We're at Howard Darwin Arena, game 1, round 2, and we are in period number 4. Overtime, sudden death overtime. Next goal wins. And the Hunters gain possession to start this overtime. Russell Dahaway Gabriel turns the corner, flips it out. Logan Gabriel catches this one, bounces off, plays it out there. Harakwanaga Albany out to Dash Daibo. Daibo. Hash fails to connect with Arakwahaway, but he picks it up. Arakwahaway went through the crease. Nepean ball. Bajwa. Cameron McEwen. McEwen throws it out. Shot clock down to 10. McEwen fires one off a Hunter's stick. Nepean ball. Here we go. Fresh. It's essentially like a fresh 30 for the Knights. Back across. Back over to the far side. Comes back to the top. McEwen behind the goal. Pass in front. Comes out McEwen. Saved by Leland. Cale Rice is on it for the Hunters. Rice. Cade Stacy. And that pass is over. And they're playing without a chin strap. Look out! Tyson Sweet scores! Tyson Sweet, the overtime winner. And Nepean takes game 1, 12-11. And that will do it tonight. Your Pearl Spa Beauty Wellness beaut of the game with a hat trick tonight is Dash Daibo. Comes up in a losing effort. However, nobody really has a lot of time to think about this game because game 2 is coming up tomorrow night. We'll be live at 8 p.m. Merci beaucoup, Nyalago. Thank you very much to Martin Waugh for helping me out with the camera this evening. We'll see you again in 22 hours. Your final score: Nepean Knights 12, Kahnawake Hunters 11. Game 1 of the 2026 second round Meredith Cup playoffs. We'll see you again in 22 hours. Oligiwahi.